how do I define self-worth for you? Okay, yeah. If you don't really understand, it means that ki, like basically if you wanted to put your value, how much value of you, okay. Usually people don't really understand the meaning of value, okay. And so I'm gonna kind of like a something explain to you with the money so that you could understand better. All right, yeah. So if I'm gonna say my value is like $1 million or $2 million, okay, do you kind of like understand this thing? No, you cannot understand this thing. Why? Because we didn't really judge the person according to the money. No, we judge the person according to the how much talent and how much creativity and how much effort and how much hardworking he is. All right, yeah. So kind of like a something is this thing that key you have to judge yourself and kind of like a something find that key what is actually value that inside of you is kind of like a something worthful for your future or something like that. Okay, yeah. uh, so do you get it now? What is actually worth? Okay, value. So what is actually the value that I have that I feels like it kind of like a something worthful? Okay, yeah. What kind of like something values that I have? Okay, so first of all is that ki, I am a hardworking guy. Okay, yeah, but probably on this planet, every person on this planet is a hardworking person. Okay, and you shouldn't supposed to be consider yourself that you are the most hardworking person. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, because the definition of hardworking is a kind of like a something very different to different, and as also everyone is hard work. Okay, yeah, like a success never came just that much easy. Everyone kind of like a put effort. So yeah, okay, everyone is doing hard work. What kind of like a something special that you have that I consider them that you have kind of like a something value? I think that ki, I have believe in myself a lot. Because of that, even if I am such a situation that everywhere in darkness, okay, I still breathe, I still find that light that going to kind of like a something like that ki like basically it's the thing I always try to find a light even in the darkness. Okay, yeah. This is my kind of like a something I wanted to say a value. Okay, yeah. But you don't really understand this thing, na? Okay, so let me simplify this thing. So for me, darkness means like that ki, like basically like not good situation. Okay, yeah. Financial situation, relationship situation, criticism, there is a lot of thing. Okay, you already understand not good situation. In that not good situation, people usually give up, or people usually kind of like a something like that ki like, yeah, give up and just like let it out वगैरह वगैरह. But I am the kind of person na who, even if I have kind of like a something pressure from everywhere, from outside of body, inside everything, okay, yeah, still I have hope inside of me, and I will still run towards that hope, even if that darkness covered the entire thing 99% of my life. Still 1% or 0.09% is there is kind of like a something believe, there is a light source of belief, I run towards that. Okay, and this is kind of like a something the value that I have. If you still not understand, okay, I never give up. Okay, so this is my kind of like a something a value. Okay, yeah. But never give up is a kind of like a something term that I don't know. Okay, yeah. But I think that na ki never give up is a affirmation word is, I don't know how do I supposed to explain this thing, because let me tell you one thing na, in the real life, okay, yeah, in the real life, people usually judge by the what kind of person you are, like how good, how bad, like what exactly is this thing. Okay, they don't really judge by kind of like a something that the like I am believing that ki I'm believing that ki I will kind of like find the light in the complete darkness and stuff and stuff like that. It's kind of like a something very filmy line. Okay, yeah, but it's just like that na ki if I wanted to mention over here for this thing that ki self-worth means like that the value of inside of me, how much proud am I for that value that I have inside of me. I am very much proud in myself. Okay, what kind, like I already mentioned that, like if you don't really understand na, if you don't really understand the gravity of the thing that I would say, so let me understand, let me kind of like a like basically my real situation at this moment so that you could understand the gravity of what I'm trying to tell you. All right, yeah. So I am 31 at this moment. I am living with my parents. I am not really earning any money, any kind of like a something money, and yeah, these are my kind of like a something lines. Okay, I like basically these are my kind of like a current situation. Okay, yeah. uh, from every point of perspective, I am really pathetic person. I should supposed to be do lot of thing, but still at this moment I am chasing for kind of like a something like YouTube and YouTube thing. Okay, yeah, at the age of 31. I'm not really earning any money. Do you really understand the gravity of this thing? Okay, yeah, like basically at the age of 31 you should supposed to be earn money, you should supposed to be get married, you should supposed to be have a kid. Okay, yeah, but I am not in that particular thing. Okay, yeah, so I am really not that good person. Okay, yes, but still, okay, like basically I know why I'm doing this thing, because this YouTube, and not for the YouTube, it's kind of like a something like that key. YouTube is a kind of like a something really that key giving me opportunity to um find out the creativity that I have from the beginning, but I never really considered them as a career. Okay, yeah, like I've been through a lot of situation in my entire life. Okay, yeah, and I realized that okay, YouTube is the only thing that kind of like a something helped me to build my career, build my life, and I wanted to do more than that, not just a YouTube, but yeah, but YouTube is a kind of like a something first step to take that kind of like a something bright future. So yeah, I am taking that risk. Okay, yeah, in the future, and for that particular thing, this YouTube thing, I am facing lot of kind of like a something resistance from everywhere, from family, from surrounding, from everywhere, but it's just like that key, I'm okay with this thing. Okay, yeah, and just like keep on doing this. Okay, right now my current situation is like I have 1100 something subscriber. Okay, and basically this thing that keep really not that good situation. Okay, yeah, so do you get it na? Okay, I still running for that kind of like a something belief that I have, that I could do this thing in this kind of like a darkness. What darkness? The darkness means like that in the real world, that I'm 31, then like everyone kind of like getting the resistance, so it's kind of like some little bit of darkness, and still I'm running for that belief that I could do this thing. So that's why I have this kind of like a something quality. Okay, yeah, so so I am kind of like a something that ki proud of myself, that ki I have this kind of like a something value, because I seen a lot of people who give up so easily that I don't know, yeah, and sometimes people that ki they kind of like a something is stuck in that comfort zone, they don't want to leave that comfort zone, and they just kind of like a something end up their life. Okay, yeah, why we are kind of like a something talking about this like that? Well, let me tell you one thing now. We are living this 2024. Okay, yeah. World is changing a lot and really fast. Like you can't even imagine. Let me tell you one thing. The thousands of year ago generation would change almost like a 200 year after, or 300 year after, or 400 year after. But right now generation is change after a couple of years. Okay, yeah. What is actually the meaning of generation? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah. So I am 31, so I am considered as a millennial. Okay, yeah. Means like that the people who born before 1995 to before 1995 to, like, basically this thing from 1990 to 1995 people called as a millennial. Okay, yeah. I'm not really sure about that particular generation terminology where this is born from, but like from the point of perspective you wanted, like I just wanted to understand, so I just wanted to like you just want to understand what is actually the generation thing. Okay, yeah, and what is actually impact on our thought process and everything. Okay, first of all, just I am the millennial. Okay, yeah, millennial, is it correct word? I'm not really sure, I just heard it, I'm not really read it that particular word, so millennial. Okay, yeah. Then the people who born at the age of, like people who born after the 1995 to 2005 maybe. Okay, yeah. Those called as a generation, like a alpha generation, no, not alpha, gen z generation, yeah, gen z generation. Okay, yeah. And after that the people who born after 2005 to 2015 maybe, they called as a generation alpha. All right, yeah. So what exactly is this generation and what exactly is this meaning of that? Okay, yeah. So meaning of that na ki, let me tell you one thing. Entire generation is change because of our thought process and our way of processing the work is became something very different. What do you mean by that? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of example so that you could understand a little bit better. All right, yeah. So thousands of year ago, okay, if I wanted to send some sort of manage, so I have to send some sort of message to some sort of person who is actually living other side of corner of the world. Okay, how do I supposed to do that? How do I supposed to deliver some sort of message to that particular guy who is actually living in other side of world? Basically is this thing, I have to go by myself, or kind of like a something like that ki I have to hire someone so that who could kind of like a deliver this message to the other end of the world. Okay, which is very difficult, but somehow some people kind of like a could do that thing, that is called kind of like a something like a messenger. Okay, yeah. For almost like a thousands of year ago, like a thousands of year ago, these are kind of like a something always be a happen. Okay, yeah. If you want to send or deliver some sort of message, or kind of like a deliver some sort of product or whatever it is, okay, we have to travel a lot. Okay, for tiny tiny things, for kind of like a simple message we have to travel a lot. Okay, yeah. Then phone came, yeah, telephone is usually came at the 1990, 1950 maybe, I'm not really sure, but probably you could understand that 1950 or maybe till 1920. Okay, yeah. 1920, that means like 100 years ago. Okay, yeah. Then when the telephone came, entire kind of like a something telling the message, or kind of like a something delivered the message from other side of world become change, like differently change. It changed a lot, the kind of like a something the, like like doing the work for this, it the entire perspectives become changed, no? Like basically is this thing that the people who kind of like a something living their life for kind of like a delivered the message from one place to another place, right now they don't really need it because we have telephone. Okay, yeah. Right now we just dial some sort of number and we could deliver some sort of message to the other side of world. Okay, yeah. So we have telephone. Okay, yeah. Which actually happened 100 years ago. At this moment, let me tell you one thing. At this moment in 2024, we have a lot of things. Not only telephone, we have mobile phone, we have internet, we have social media, we have artificial intelligence, we have everything who is actually taking every job from the human and actually doing by self and making it even more better. Okay, yeah. It's like that na ki, like 100 years ago we don't really have any kind of like a something content creator person. We don't really have any kind of like a something a person who is kind of like a, like like a, I don't know, there are a lot of like a kind of like a something the designation came in this kind of like a 20 years we kind of like a facing some sort of designation which is kind of like a something non-existence in the past. Okay, yeah. Like a creative director, creative assistant director, there are like, okay, if you don't really understand now, like I also want to understand but I don't know how do I supposed to execute this thing. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that key, the people who usually do their work by themselves right now, their work is actually done by the internet, artificial intelligence, and lots of stuff. And in the future things gonna happen even more worse. Okay, yeah. Because till the end of this century the entire population will be 10 billion dollar, sorry, 10 billion people. Okay, yeah. And for that 10 billion people they have to survive. For that survive they have to earn money. Okay. And how they supposed to earn money? They don't really have any kind of like a job. Because of that, the most of the job is actually taken by the machines and everything. All right, yeah. So how they should supposed to be survive and how they should supposed to be like basically is this thing on money. Okay, yeah. How is kind of like a something is this thing? It's not that ki, like basically we don't really have like, it's not that kind of like a something that ki, we are kind of like not giving them job. It's that ki, we don't really have any job. Okay, yeah. But is this kind of like a something really true? Okay, yeah. Because I'm talking about the entire world. Okay, we have a lot of work to do and we really require kind of like a something people. Yeah, we really require that kind of like a something people. But let's just understand na, the in this world there are 10 billion people. Like basically at this moment we have almost like a 8 billion people at this moment. Okay, yeah. For that 8 billion people, how many people do you think they are actually working and they are getting on, they are getting money? Okay. It's big, it's kind of like a some little less. Okay, yeah. If I'm gonna say maybe like from 8 billion people might be like a 2 billion or 2.5 billion people are actually kind of like earning money. They are doing a job and earning money. 2.5. Okay, and rest of the people are just not earning many, not earning any kind of like a something. But what is actually the point that you wanted to say? Okay, like what is actually the point that I'm trying to tell you is this thing that key right now we are in that such a generation where like everything is change happened so rapidly that human won't be able to cope up. Okay, example is that key, your parents don't really understand how to use cell phone or smartphone. They don't really know how to use the WhatsApp, they don't really know how to use the YouTube, they don't really know how to use anything. Okay, yeah. For the simple thing they don't really know how to call someone else. Why? Because of that they haven't really seen this kind of like a stuff. And right now this AI and chat GPT and there's a lot of thing, it kind of like a something with that key, human won't be able to cope up with the technology. Okay, and that is kind of like a something became a reality. Okay, yeah. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that key, uh, some people are so smart but some people are really less smart. Like we are actually kind of like something arrive in such a division of people that some people are really really smart, they are earning really really high amount of money, but some people are really not that earning money and they are just kind of like somebody left out people. And these are that dude, yes, these are kind of like a somebody real thing. Okay, yeah. But what is exactly your point? Okay, the question was that key, define the self-worth. Okay, yeah. And another thing is that how do you supposed to increase that self-worth? Like I don't know, yaar. Sometimes I'm not really sure what I'm trying to talking. Okay, sometimes now like question is kind of like something very different, but I'm asking something very different. Like basically, I just wanted to understand, or I just wanted to explain this kind of like a something self worth, because it's kind of like a something very difficult thing. Okay, yeah, because I just have to put myself into such a condition where I just have to find out what is actually the self worth and this and that, and it's a lot of thing, dude. It's a lot of thing. All right, yeah. Um, as also like basically this thing, I'm kind of like a something hangover because of this heat. Right now at this moment I am feeling almost like a 30 plus 30 35 plus degree celsius. So right now it's almost like a night at 9:30, but right now I am living at India, and basically it's October month, but probably winter should supposed to be start at the early stage of October, but it's not even October. It's a kind of like something very warm, and it feels really warm. Okay, yeah. So maybe I'm feeling a little bit of hangover because of this thing. Okay, yeah. um okay, yeah, let's just wrap up this question. All right, so what is that is the self-worth. The self-worth for me is that the kind of like something value that you have, that you are kind of like only proud of it. Okay, yeah. You are doing photo editing, or you are doing best video editing, or you are doing kind of like a something such a thing which is kind of like something very incredible. Okay, yeah. And you are feel really proud that you have this thing, because you kind of like put a lot of effort to achieve that pro level. Okay, yeah. So self-worth means like that, the whatever the value that you have, you are kind of like something proud of it. Okay, yeah, like a photo editing, video editing, or whatever the skills that you have. Okay, yeah, you are really proud of it. Okay, yeah. And not only proud, okay, as also is this thing you put a lot of effort into this thing, that's why you are really proud of it. Okay, yeah. And another thing is that ki how do I supposed to increase that thing, how do I supposed to increase that self-worth, increase the whatever the value that you have, you just have to be consistent, just keep doing it. Okay, yeah. That is the only way that you could increase the that value, and as also the self-worth. All right, yeah. So this is my kind of like a something with the definition. All right, yeah. But there are so many things. Okay, uh, there are strategies to increase the self worth. Okay, yeah. First of all, self acceptance. Okay, do I self accept myself? Yes, I am. Positive self talk. Do I positive self talk? Yes, I do. Healthy boundaries. Okay, yeah. Healthy boundaries or healthy like a habit or something. Yeah, I do. Usually I shower twice in a day, brush twice in a day, exercise every day. I have balanced diet, and I sleep almost like a 7 hour, 7 hours, seven and a half hour. All right, yeah. Uh, a personal growth. Do I have a personal growth? Yes, I have personal growth. That key. Uh, what is that? Personal growth. Establish personal and professional goal that align with your value and interest. Achieving this goal can boost your self-esteem. Learn new skill, engaging with new activities, developing skills, and increase your confidence and sense of accomplishment. Yeah, purse of self growth. Still can't understand. All right, yeah. Seek and support feedback. Well, do I have any feedback? Well, that is the one thing that I'm lack of it. I don't really have any feedback. All right, yeah. Self care. Do you self care? Yes, I do self care. Yeah, like I eat balanced diet. I do exercise. Yeah. Reflect on values. Identify the core values. Clarify the value add importance. You align with your action with this value can enhance your sense of support and self worth. Reflect your values. Lives with act and accommodation with your core value. Believing living authenticity can strategize your self worth. Reflect your value. I don't really understand this point. Okay. Mindfulness and self compassion. Do I have that? Yes, I have mindfulness and self compassion, because this artifact is kind of like a something like that. Alright, yeah. Let's just bring back another question. Okay, yeah.